Pat Barnard, Group Managing Editor for TMCnet. I'm reporting from IT Expo West in Los Angeles, and joining me is Aron Aicard, Senior Director of Product Management for Fonality. Hi, how are you, Aron?
I'm doing good.
Great, thanks for joining us today. So I understand you have some announcements that you're making at the show, and I was just wondering if you could just fill us in on what those are.
Absolutely. So the first thing is on the company side, our company is focused completely on selling software as a service solutions for telephony.
Okay.
And we're getting rid of the notion that you have to buy a phone system anymore. Everything could be a subscription, and you can still get all the features that you're used to from a traditional PBX or a traditional hosted offer.
Right, okay, good.
So that's on the company side, and on the product side, we have new announcements regarding our unified communications products.
Okay.
We've been winning awards at shows like this with our UC applications for many years. We're moving all of those applications into the cloud so we can offer those from our data center to everybody, regardless of where they are, and they can access it through their browsers, their iPhone, their Android devices.
Okay, that sounds great. Yeah, and I realize you guys have participated in a bunch of these shows. You've been a regular at our shows for quite some time now. This shift to the SaaS model, that's a pretty dramatic change for you guys, isn't it?
It could have been. We had been in the business partially for many years. We were selling phone systems, but we did our hybrid model with the management and the support in the cloud.
Right.
And last year we went into the full hosted offer in the portfolio. So we've been selling both prem hybrid and hosted for about a year and a half.
Okay.
We've now merged those into one product offer, one group of products under one selling model in our new Fonality business model.
Okay, so how do you go on to support your customers that have already bought the on-prem hybrid systems?
In the same manner. We've taken the same set of software and evolved it to do new things. So it's very easy for us to continue to support our customers because it's not a product shift for us, and we can continue to service them through the cloud as we always have.
Okay. So if I'm an existing customer and I want to migrate to just the SaaS model, what does that mean?
That means some software upgrades as well as some changes in the billing structure.
Okay.
And we offer many incentives to move people forward. We think this is the new way to do business. So we are incenting our existing customers to consider moving to a full SaaS offer, and they can keep some of the things that they've already purchased and owned and move them in, such as phones. There's always a piece of hardware to this element, even though in the new model we don't sell anything. It's all included in the service.
Right, okay. So if I'm moving over to the SaaS model, what do I do with my existing equipment? In other words, is there any equipment that I'm not going to need anymore, and what happens to it?
In most cases, you're going to retain the equipment that you have if you choose. So as a customer, you're going to drive that.
Okay.
If you have a server investment and you like to have processing happening on your local facility, our service is designed to extend into the customer premise and can accommodate that. So that becomes a feature of our new service model anyway, so we can keep the servers in place and we can keep the phones in place as well. So there's no obsolescence to worry about during the transition.
Okay, great. What are some of the ways that you ensure quality of service for your customers? Obviously, this is a huge issue, and it's a big issue, particularly when you go to a pure SaaS model. How do you address that?
In a variety of ways. In the very small markets where we're dealing with customers who don't have on-site technologists, we make it real easy. We focus on turnkey solutions. So that's our best example of what we do. We included in the service will be pre-configured quality of service routers that we'll provide for them as part of the service, so they can just plug it in and go and not have to worry about buying new equipment or having to worry about reconfiguring that equipment. We take care of it for them before we even ship the products out of the door. So phones and a quality of service router ready to go shows up, and they plug it in, and they're back in there in business.
Okay, great. So if I'm a new customer to you, I'm just making the jump to VoIP and I want to get a SaaS subscription from you, what about in terms of network readiness and deployment? Do you offer anything to help assist customers with that?
We do assist in the assessment, since Fonality sells both direct and through channel partners. If the customer wants to have a channel partner working with them for on-site assessment and really do a deep dive, we'll provide the reference to a channel partner to do that, and they can manage their phone system through that relationship. Or if they feel a little more technically apt, we'll assist them from our data center and our support organization centrally, and we'll assist them through the phone through that process. But either way, they'll get through.
Okay, great. I just figured I'd bring that up because obviously that's a very important piece of...
Absolutely. If that fails, you're failing to serve your customer, so it is important.
Okay, great. Any other new announcements or initiatives here at IT Expo or coming up that you can speak to?
As part of the announcements for this quarter, which we're calling our 2010.2 release, we have the move of our unified communications software into the cloud, as I mentioned.
Right.
But we are also changing the architecture of that to allow for a lot of new integrations next year in 2011.
Okay.
So we've built a two-way open architecture design, so integration in the cloud becomes rapid,
Right.
which means that we can deploy a lot of new solutions, integrated solutions to customers, and they don't have to worry about the burden of the integration. We do it once and service everybody with it.
Okay.
So we're looking to do a lot more accelerated integrations throughout 2011, and this announcement preps us for that.
Pushing out more APIs, cloud-based
Yeah,
APIs.
exactly.
Okay. Okay.
And in addition to this, we have some new things on the core phone system that are coming. Advanced disaster recovery options are coming this quarter. Some other things that like call centers use, hot desking, native built-in call recording for everybody who's in the call center. These are types of announcements that will enhance our call center offer.
Okay, great. Speaking about integration, I mean, obviously, in these days, it's hard to talk about voice without talking about data. And maybe you could just touch on some of the advancements that you've made with regard to your system, and in particular, the SaaS offering for data integration.
The data integration for us is more about the application layer. So if you're asking about data from other
CRM integration, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. So we see that as the application layer. So
Right.
we do integrations with Salesforce.com, Sugar CRM.
Right.
Our clients, of course, our UC clients will integrate with Outlook and things like that. So integration at the software layer is very important. And if you mean when you say data, if that's what you're talking about, that's something that's very important to us, and that's something we've been integrating with and continue to focus on.
Right, yeah, and that is what I meant. So,
Yes,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, great. Let's see, anything else with regard to the show, and do you have anything else coming up that you could talk about, maybe coming down the road for the January IT Expo show?
Well, we're not going to announce tomorrow's events today.
Yeah, right.
So,
okay.
But also I would like to make note of is our software as a selling model. Our software as a service selling model is not going to be exclusively offered through our direct. We do intend to offer that to our channel partners and our OEMs.
Okay.
And so we have a three-pronged distribution model, and we believe that everybody's better served with telephony when it's a service, and they don't have to worry about buying equipment anymore. And we're going to make sure that all of our partners are part of this new wave of change. So we're rolling out all these announcements on our direct platform, and then on the follow-on, we will be announcing changes for our channel and letting them have opportunities to get on board. We're already working on some of that with our OEMs and our direct partners and our VARs, and we're going to be helping them move forward as well. So it's a differentiated model both for us direct as well as our channel.
Okay, great. Just one last question. When you move to this pure SaaS model, obviously you facilitate more rapid uptake of your solutions. And I was just wondering what your expectations were in terms of the number of customers that might migrate from the hybrid solution over to the pure SaaS solution, and also what your expectations might be in terms of new customers coming on as the fact that you now offer it as a pure cloud-based solution.
Right. I would say migration from existing customers forward was pretty much on par with expectations. What really blew out of the water for us is how fast we would be acquiring new customers after we made these changes.
Right.
Our growth rate has gone through the roof because of this new model, and that's why we know that our channel partners stand to benefit significantly. But rapid growth can be painful for an organization as well. You have infrastructure to deal with.
You have to prepare for it.
Yeah, exactly. So we've been growing very fast. We've been dealing with those growing pains. It's all positive.
Right.
And we'll be making sure that our channel's ready as a result of what we've learned over the last few months.
Okay, great. Thanks very much for your time.
Thanks for
We've
having
been
me.
speaking with Aron Aicard, Senior Director of Product Management for Fonality. Thanks very much again for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.